What's up, man?
Hey,
Oh
it's good to
shit,
see
you
you
have
again.
that LED at the back, Jackson. Wang. No, you didn't have to. Come on, man. Now I'm. What's going on? Come on now.
What's up, dude? How are you?
I'm good. I'm in LA and just prepping, practice, and if I can, hit the gym and doing a lot of press for blow. I mean, and missing you, bro, and missing Alex, bro.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? I don't know. I mean, do you kind of remember our conversation a little bit last year at all? Here, let me
About
I
what?
brought a prop to remind you.
Oh, is that for me? No, that's not for me, right?
I mean, I'll ship it to you if you
No,
want.
remember you were wearing that, and I was like, damn, I want one.
Do you want me to send it to you?
What size?
What's your size? I mean, that's a medium right there.
Oh, I like XXXXXXL.
See what I can do for you. It's funny that you're wearing the Simpsons shirt too, because so I decided to go with cats with money. I decided to do that
What
for
does that
today's
mean? What
interview.
does that mean, though? What does that mean?
I don't know. I've got two cats and they cost a lot. So that's about all I'm reading into it.
Oh, no, for real though?
They eat a lot. What can I say? That it's just a fun design, but I almost wore a shirt that says steamed hams on it. Do you know that skit from The Simpsons?
Good Lord, what is happening in there? Aurora Borealis?
I like Simpson, and I also like. Oh, what is that? What is that? SpongeBob? Yo, what is that called? Like that? It's like a naughty comic that
Oh,
guy is like.
are you talking about Matt Groening, the guy who wrote The Simpsons?
No, what is that called? Like I forgot, but it
I
was
don't.
like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
You like adult themed
No, no,
animation
no, no,
type of
no.
stuff.
Naughty
Yeah.
is like it's very violent. It's not violent, but it's a little not appropriate for kids. Like I forgot.
Okay. Well, hey, we're off to a great start here. Now, of course, I want to ask you some questions about the new song "Blow." You down for that?
Hey, man, I'm here for that, man. That's
Okay.
I'm here to see you, and I'm here to answer any question you have about me, bro. Let me tell you, man. Like this year, I'm having this album called Magic Man,
Yeah.
and the reason, and it's basically about, and I released my single called Blow like recently, and that's the beginning. It's not even chapter, yeah, it's chapter one, but it's like a short chapter one for Magic Man, my album Magic Man. And
Hmm.
long story short, it's about me going through this process and this journey and this path of exploring the new me and deciding on deciding to whoever I was in the past, whatever I did in the past, just boom, it's the best memory, best experience. So thankful, but I need to move on to accept the new me that was inside that wasn't exposed. And this album in general, I would say it's more than music. It's more than a specific lyrics, or it's more than lyrics. It's more than anything. It's more about the attitude and my sound and the change evolution of all these years. In some way, it's kind of like the taste, the sense, the color tone is is me after evolving.
Right. Well,
Oh,
I mean, we do get to hear a brand new sound from you from this chapter one, Blow, out now, because, I've played 100 Ways on the radio. I've played your previous singles. This doesn't sound like any of them. This sounds brand new. It has a rock and roll edge. It sounds like an alternative song. So I was curious, who have you been listening to lately that's bringing this new sound out of you?
I mean, I've always liked all genre of music. And, all these years, I was just, bumping around, trying to find, absorb like a sponge on different things, like, oh, this, oh, this. And then while doing various things, I was surprised, like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. And then, and then it just, doors kept opening, you know, and I'm finding myself. I'm actually like, it's like I'm finding my direction. And I was searching for that, for years. And finally, I think Magic Man is at a point where I turned, damn, like I didn't know this is the right direction. I didn't know that I had so much, like, something about it is just it tells me that this is it, like this is me. You get me?
I do. I do. I mean, we all have a time in our lives, and I think multiple times, where we're really searching for that direction. And I know I've done it before. I've seen countless other artists and creatives and historical figures do it. And it's really interesting that it's leading you down this brand new path. Now, I want to bring up a fan question. Now, this one came from Pastel Frisia, who wanted to know if the song Blow and the upcoming album Magic Man have anything to do, storyline related, with your previous songs.
All the songs that I released in the past, it's more, it's still me, but how do you put it? How do I put it? It was me trying to find out like the right direction. It was me trying. I think, and it's very important to have those songs because that's my journey as an artist. It's this. You get me? Like there's from nothing, something, 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 until Magic Band, where I found my direction. And all I need to do right now is, from now on, is keep evolving in that specific direction.
That begs the obvious question: are you the Magic Man, or is this a reference to someone else?
Obviously, I am. You know why I call it Magic Man is because this is the thing. There were moments that was negative in my life. Like it's life is like a roller coaster. It's like a wave, right? There were some lows, and I'm not a person that I believe in communicating with people when I run into problems. I never believed in that. I always think it's a waste of time. Then I started to, and when I was in that moment, and is the first time for me to feel like, words are so powerful. Communication. I used to think that words are, what do you know about my problem? Like, yeah, why would I even share it to you? Because it's my problem. I'll just find solution. I'll just execute it, and then it'll be solved. And I won't be, I will recover. But that was the first moment when I started to have a conversation with people, like, and with a group of people that's so positive around you, that I realize words are so important. Words are really, really important. Like magical, man.
Is that where the idea comes from?
Yeah, because I've been suffering. No, not like I was in that moment for a long time, about a year.
Okay.
I was in that moment, and I wasn't feeling well, and like I was kind of lost. I didn't know what I was doing, etc. And then because of that, I felt like I didn't know one sentence could feel as magical as this, and so then after that transition, I turned into another me. Like I came back, but with a different mindset. And that's the Magic Man,
And even as you were feeling down, you were not really feeling your true self, still searching in the dark. It's positive and uplifting to know that you were still able to accomplish everything that you did. So now that you've really kind of broken through, you've found maybe a greater purpose, you found a brand new sound to really latch onto. This might be a little bit of a loaded question, I guess, because, you know, the music business can be tricky sometimes. But what do you think you'll be able to accomplish now that you've really kind of figured out where you are deep down inside?
Like I think I'm so happy that I can create this album, and I'm trying to deliver the fresh and new me, that has been always inside, but it wasn't exposed before. I'm the, I, I'm the, I haven't been this raw in this album in my life. And, and honestly, like I said, it's more than music. I think me delivering this on the table, no matter how much or no matter how many people can relate to it, it's the real me, like,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like, fail, success, yes, I get that, but I don't have regrets on that because I'm being me. Right.
Let's talk about the music video too, because that really kind of brings forward a new look for you as well. The Blow music video looks very different than what we've seen from you before. And I was curious, so even as you find your authentic self, you still get to kind of play dress up. Was that a pirate theme you were going for, or more of a steampunk? Like, what was the inspiration behind the look?
Look, there is a very specific message in this music video. And the director and I, like, we all know about this. But the thing is, you know what, I think the beautiful thing is when people find out themselves or when they interpret it themselves. I love that process, and I love to see that happen because different people have different feeling and how they feel and what position, what element from this music video that they're related to, that they can feel relate to.
Because so when I think about, or go ahead, please go ahead.
No, I'm saying, like, I just want to leave it for them to find out. And I always tell them what the meaning of this is and what that is. That you know what I mean. So it's just not fun to me anymore. You know what I mean? I want them to figure it out or interpret it their own way.
The way that you kind of make it interesting for yourself now is you don't share that with the world. You don't share your original idea.
Yeah, I can say this.
Okay.
Blow is an intro to Magic Man. And Blow, it's inviting everybody, presenting to everybody the new world that we're about to go into. And I'm like the leader of that world because it's my world.
You are the Magic Man.
And yeah, that's it. That's like I can only say until this much.
Another fan question real quick. Jen asked about the 90s rock influence of Blow and wanted to know if that's going to be what the rest of Magic Man sounds like.
So he or she is asking me to spoil this right now.
When you put it like that, I guess you can't quite answer it, can you?
I'll just say it's so raw that I've ever been in my life.
One more fan question, because we got to make sure that your wonderful supporters are recognized, and they're very curious.
I love them, by the way.
Good. Well, they love you too. They make that much clear every single day. Question from, I think it's Peach Syaf was their username. What was the most challenging part of filming that music video? Maybe the holding the smoke in your mouth until the right time or something like that?
Not just this music video, every music video, this is a process of production, man. Like, we have an idea, we brainstorm, and then we try to execute it. That's the hardest part. And then we have to execute it under a time limit. right? Because not like everything is like, oh, let's shoot a video and then just put it out. It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? The prep from brainstorming to prep, execution, and post production and strategy, and like all this. This is the hardest part. You get what I mean? Like everybody has ideas, right? We have great ideas. Like, hey, let's go to the moon. You know, like crazy ideas. But what about execution, man? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, come on, you know way more than me, man.
Let me ask you an honest personal question here, because this is something, if I can level with you real quick, the more I deal in the music business, sometimes the more jaded I become with it. And you're talking a lot about the business end right now. Is that something you've had to struggle with? Is kind of,
I wouldn't say it's a struggle, but
okay.
It's like solving a puzzle. It's like solving Rubik's Cube, but with few hundred slots. You get what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
if one move goes wrong, bye bye. You get what I mean? One
Yeah.
move is bye. Right. So yeah, so it's that, man. Like it's solving that puzzle, and honestly, it's exciting for me. That's why, like I'm a workaholic, but I don't feel tortured because it doesn't feel like work to me, and I enjoyed it. It's something that I love, and sometimes, you want to be the best, you want to be perfect. Well, it takes effort. That's it. And every time we have different puzzles and we have different Rubik's cubes. So it is what it is. So we just have to.
You just have to do it. Yeah. Well, let me make one more hypothetical what if question for you here, because I don't want to take up too much of your time, although
No,
I am
man,
enjoying
go
myself.
ahead, bro. I'm ready for you. Bro.
Okay. Okay. I read that your last name, Wang, is a Chinese word. It can mean king. And so I was curious if you were king for a day, either maybe, here in America or maybe overseas. But if you were king for a day anywhere, I guess, what would be the first thing you do to change the world?
What would I do the first thing?
Yeah.
King of where?
That's a good question. I mean, why don't we pick America, I guess, just to make it simple. If you were the one day only king of America, first thing you do is what?
That's a very good question, man. The first thing I would do is honestly, if I'm the king of Earth,
Okay.
I would make if I'm the king of Earth, then the first thing I would probably do is unite everyone into one nation. And
Wow.
that's Earth.
Interesting. Okay.
Hey, where are you from, man? Where are you from? Oh, Earth.
Yeah.
Earth. Earth.
Making one nation Earth, kind of, people talk about like, okay, it's the thing that would bring Earth together would be like, aliens showing up. So do you think if you were the king of the Earth, you'd go try to find some aliens out there?
We're talking about my album release here, man. And then I would love to see if I would want to know if there's alien, but before that, I want to release my Magic Man, and then probably I'll go find out like what's up.
Okay.
Do you believe in that? Do you believe in that?
I do, actually. I do. What about you?
No, honestly, man, I don't know. Like, I think there is, but it might look, I don't know. Like, you know how like in movies and stuff, they think aliens look that way, looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's not. Maybe it looks like maybe we're the alien. We never know. I'm just saying, like, what if, right? maybe it just looks like us, or we are the one. I don't know. I don't know this, but yeah, it's just maybe it's not what it is in films or in cartoons, right? Have you ever thought about that?
I have thought about that every now and then, actually. I've wondered before, actually, if, maybe they're here and they're invisible. Like we're just kind of, we exist amongst them
Maybe
and
it's
they
like
exist
what
amongst
if
us.
maybe it's like another universe,
Yeah.
right?
I gotta say, normally when we're talking about album promo, we never get this deep. We never get into this
Well,
territory. I
let's go
like
even
it.
deeper, man. Let's go even deeper.
Okay. Okay. What else you got then?
Oh, no, what I was saying, maybe it's not what it is in films, and you get what I mean? Like people think aliens have like big eyes, black, like dark eyes, and then big head, like a light bulb. And like, you get what I mean? Like people tend to think that way, but what if it's not? Maybe it's us, man.
And we just don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, mind blown right there. Mind blown. It's possible, I guess. Everything's possible, right? Do you spend time awake at night thinking about things like this? Does it ever like actually cross your mind?
You know what's funny? I think
What?
about aliens and then like, damn, like what if this happened? What if that happened? And then blah, 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 and then I'm like, what am I doing, man? Like, what am I doing right now?
I feel like I'm watching the clock over here. I know I've gone way past my allotted time with you. And it's been like, we've covered the album and we've covered the music business and we've covered a couple of, King for a Day, whatever. And
All right, man.
all right.
Thank you so much for having me, Alex.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You are indeed the magic man. And we had a great conversation here, Jackson. Thank you.
Thanks, man. I'll see you soon. Yeah, I can't wait to
Okay.
show you more of Magic Man.